Hey, come over here.
Okay.
We just want to say thank you to everybody in the CHAO community for allowing us the opportunity to serve as president this past year and to offer what gifts we have to share with the community.
And we also want to assure you, today is a pretty sobering day. These are heavy times. So we just want to assure you that we're united with you in prayer with regard to the pandemic and especially the events of the past days in our state and in our city and our country. We're just praying that the Holy Spirit on this Feast of Pentecost will rain down His mercy and His healing balm within our communities and our families and just purify us all and unite us during this time. We especially want to extend gratitude to those of you who have been maybe on the front lines with caring for our community in various ways during this COVID-19 season. We're very grateful to you. And so the Feast of Pentecost, happy Feast of Pentecost. It's a very beautiful day for us to be kind of ending our time as president and reflecting on the gifts, the diverse gifts of the Holy Spirit that we have seen so beautifully embodied in the people in our community. Every family, every leader, every volunteer, every child, it's beautiful, and it's been a beautiful year of learning. We want to thank those of you who came before us and paved the way for where CHAO is today. We know that we are where we are as a community because of many generous hours of service and talents that people have offered to our community. So we thank you. We want to thank the board that we were able to serve with this year. We thank Erin Healy as she finishes her 3 years of generous service to CHAO. We want to thank her especially for her generosity, especially for her sense of humor, which we have thoroughly enjoyed ever since we became vice president on the board. We thank Denise Turnus, who is also leaving the board after serving as treasurer. Denise, you're a beautiful soul and a generous soul, and we just thank you for your service and for mentoring us. And we want to thank all the rest of the board that's staying with us. Mary Dickinson, thanks for staying on for another year of doing secretary. You do such a beautiful, concise job with the minutes and capturing things. And who am I missing? Well, of course, Maureen, who has been a wonderful servant of CHAO for many years and served as as the member at large this last year. We thank you for all the gifts you've shared with the community through the years, and we wish you well, all of you that are headed off of the board. Incoming, we're very grateful as well to those of you who had the courage to step up and get in a little bit more over your heads, because that's kind of the reality of homeschooling, right? We're already in over our heads, and for offering to join the board and serve. We have Shannon Spargo and Amanda Shearer have offered to be members at large. This is why I have to have him on board with me. And we're just very grateful and excited about that. We have Katie Jeffco's taken over as treasurer. Her husband is a CEO, so we're counting on him to keep CFO. That's why I need him, a CFO. So we're glad that he's got her back, and we know she'll do a great job. And who else? Obviously, Miriam Gutierrez just had a baby. She's rocking it with the volunteerism, and Omar for supporting her. We just thank you both. We know that you'll have wonderful contributions.
Call me if you need anything, Omar. Yeah.
And I know you'll have lots of baby holders, Miriam. And Linda Diskevich, what a gift you are. We have thoroughly enjoyed working with you this year, and we are looking forward to seeing how your big heart and your tremendous faith and your generosity and your competency, I know that Linda's already all geared up and ready to roll, so we're ready to get out of her way so she can lead in a beautiful way. I know that it's going to be a great year with CHAO. So again, thank you. Always, sometimes it's hard to stay connected. Life is so busy, and it's easy to kind of get isolated from each other or not get to know each other. Especially, the fun Fridays are always kind of chaotic with kids running around, and especially those of you who are new to CHAO, new to homeschooling, we really encourage you to reach out. reach out and seek opportunities, make phone calls, help us to understand how we can better serve those of you who are in most need of support.
Call us.
Yeah, that's right. 402-502-2198. If we can't help, we'll find somebody who will. So, again, thanks to everybody and all the chairpersons as well who have signed up to serve this next year, whether for the first time or continuing to serve. We thank you, and we hope that as we all kind of ponder how to contribute to this beautiful community, that everybody will find a way. And if it's not the season to go above and beyond, just you got to get dinner on the table and diapers changed. It's not always the season to serve, but we do hope that many of you will find a niche for service, something that will bless your heart and complement your homeschooling rather than be just another thing to add to it. So we encourage you to think about how to serve going forward.
And I know from my own experience, you always feel like you could have done better or you should have done better, and there's always that fear that I'm just not going to do it well enough. But we all know that we could have done everything we've done better, and that's okay. So if that's what's holding you back, don't let it.
That's right. We've been scruffy. We've been very scruffy in our presidency, and that's just humanity, right? So anyhow, thanks again for the opportunity and for supporting us, and we look forward to another year with CHAO. We also, Shelly Chachka is not on the board, hasn't been recently, but she's like a permanent fixture, giving so much to the organization as handling registration and membership, and she has posted our new forms onto the CHAO website for registration for next year. So we encourage you to get that off of your to-do list before everything gets all crazy again after the social distancing stuff eases up. Get onto the CHAO website and click on that form, print it out, fill it out, write a check, send it in, stick a stamp on before you send it, and get her done. So thank you, though, for everything, and God bless you. Thanks for putting up with our silliness.